Right, you clicked on this. Am I ripping my customer off? Let me just put my hat on. I'm not joking. Just joking. Just on a quote on a rewire. It's a big house. What I want you to do is pause it, get a coffee. Don't pause it yet, get a coffee first. A pen and paper, your iPad, and I need you to do this all with me. We're gonna go price it together. I will tell you my price I had at the end. I want you to, if you can, take the time, work it out roughly. I'll give you a material list, I'll give you the job spec. Whether you work out, just do it roughly. I'm not talking like to the pound, but I would like you guys to go for a little wander with me through the world of paperwork and quoting and see where we're sitting. Staffordshire this is, if you guys don't know exactly where I live in Stafford. The rewire is just outside of Stafford. It's not a YouTube job, it's a person that I've known for a long time. It's well over their budget, it's well over what they thought it was going to be. Hence why I want to make this video, I want to run through everything with you guys. So pause it right now, go and get yourself pen and paper, notepad or whatnot. If you're not going to price it up with us, please leave a comment below with a smiley face or an F or following, just so I know that you're watching, I know that you're interested, and you're interested to see what other people are saying as well. Because if you don't want to give a price, I'd be interested to see in how many people in the comment section below are actually looking forward to see what everyone's going to be saying down below. Right, now you've paused me and you're unpaused me. Oh, actually, make sure you hit the thumb up button as well. Also, if I can stop you just for a second as well. Again, I got my analytics back the other day from YouTube and I have 83,000 subscribers and only 6% of people have clicked the bell notification and clicked all. So if you can do that now for me, that'd be great. I don't want you guys to miss out on videos, which will be awesome. Also, the laptop's not on, it doesn't do it. I just wanted to show it off. I've got it all on pen and paper here. Anyway, right, let's get to it. So first of all, on our list, I'm doing a dual RCBO fuse board, fuse box Verso, one of the premium brands, that's the right word for it. I'm not going to say cheaper because they ain't cheap, but they're a lot cheaper than the other brands and manufacturers. We're going to do that. I haven't quite decided how many RCBOs I need yet. We're going to have, it's a house with an extension on the side of the same size, so it's like 2 houses almost. So whatever your main price is, double board, I'll start putting pictures up here so you can sort of see reference what I'm working to. Double board, upgrade the tails, which is within a metre, and also do the bonding to water and to gas. They are an average, I think the water is 5 metres away and the gas is pretty much on the other side of the house, so call that 15 metres. So what I've worked out here is how many double sockets there are, how many USB double sockets there are, how many spotlights. I work this very rough guide when I'm doing it so I can price it across quite easily, to be honest. I don't have, as much as I use Traderfy, I don't use it to full capability. It's very difficult with me because as much as I want to give prices, and because you can link it up to wholesalers and you can get what they would charge you and this, that, the other, you all know because of YouTube, I get a handful of materials for free here and there or try new products. So it's very hard to mix and match for pricing. So a lot of my stuff is just done like this. I do a list of everything and then I do a tally chart. And then obviously I've got a price for whatever point, every point on here. We work it across, and there's a few people out there that don't work on points. They would just say the rewire would take me 7 days. I would charge £400 a day, work it out that way. I don't do it that way. First of all, double sockets. This is also black nickel as well. So you can imagine there's 4 sockets in each room, a few in the kitchen. I'm doing per point. This is pricing per point. So there is, throughout the whole property, there's 40 double sockets. Like I say, black nickel, that's important because white plastic, you're talking £1.50. Black nickel, you're talking £6–7. Then we've got 9 double USB sockets as well. And then this is what I do. I do normal bedroom. You got a switch, you got a pendant. So I put switch, pen, one way, one gang, one way. There's 18, so there's 18 single switches and pendants. And then 2 gang switch, we have 4. And then there's 1 intermediate, which is obviously our landing and everything. Throughout the property, there is 54 spotlights. So what I do when I price it, if it's, let's say, a bedroom that has 8 spots, I price it, so you've got your switch and your pendant. Well, that's our feed, our loop in, loop out. And then the price of the spots go on top. So let's say you price it in, rough guide here, £70 for a switch and supply to a room. And then you put your price for your spotlights on top, obviously materials and the labour for fitting them. Yeah, 54 downlights, it's a lot. It's a lot. So on the landing, we have 3 wall lights. So that's being switched for the intermediate. So from the bottom of the stairs, top of the stairs, and across the landing, we've got a price in for our feed and also for our intermediate. But then on top of it, we've got 3 wall lights that are being supplied by the customer. We just have to fit. Next up is extractor fans. 2 types. So we have the wall fans, wall mounted ones, and then we have the inline fans. Inline fans, we have 2 inline fans that go up in the loft, and then we have 3 wall extractors. So there's 5 of them. They're priced differently, aren't they? But we have 2 outside double sockets, one at the front, one at the back. So we're going to need to put a few spur, or it's up to you, but I put a few spur to isolate it on front and back. Next is up and down lights around the property. The reason I've said 1 switch plus 1 pen, so the feed and a switch, is because they're actually not all being turned on, they're all on different switches throughout the property. So down the side, there's a switch and 3 pens. So overall around the property, there's 13 up and down lights. But we'll do a material list, but what I'm saying is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 individual switches. So if you've already we've already got the pricing for the feed and the switch. We just need to put in the price for 3 lights on each side, so there's 13. Next of all, on the back of the house, we're fitting a 30 watt floodlight with PIR. That also has its switch, hence another, I mean, it's 18 single switches, so there's a lot. This is the way I do it, just don't shoot me. Next, we have Ethernet points. We're running dual Ethernet Cat6 cables throughout the property. The 6-point dual, so a couple of bedrooms, office, and the TV. So there we've got 6 double point, and that's running back to a switch, which I've actually just remembered, I've not actually priced it myself, but next to the router. Next of all, we have 3 6mm feeds. 1 for electric shower, so we've got electric shower feed and an isolator. Then we have a cooker feed and an isolator, and then we have a hob feed and an isolator. We don't have to do the hob one, but it's just good practice. I'm going to run a bigger one in case it ever gets changed. So we've got 3 6mm feeds, all with isolators. Next of all, we've got ring doorbell. So we've got the ring doorbell transformer to go in the board. We've got the, I haven't put it on here to price because I've got absolutely loads of bell wire, and also the actual ring doorbell as a wide ring door. Next, we have 2 LED mirror feeds in the bathroom and ensuite. So it's literally just off the main feed of your bathroom going across to the permanent supply. So it's not a lot, it's just a length of cable. Smoke alarms, we have 3 smoke alarms and 1 heat alarm around the property. Obviously we've got to get drum 3 core, but I'll run to that. So there's 4 heat and smoke alarms throughout the property. Next, in the garage, it's a gym / garage. We're having 6  600 by 600 LED tiles, and on top of that, we've got to do the surface framework, but that will be on the list of materials. I'm just saying to price it for labour. You've already got the supply in, you've already got the switch, you just need to price in your time to fit 6 of these light fittings and put them together as well. Last but not least on the job list is, I would say I convinced them, I suggested it for the future for EV supplies. So using ultra EV cable from the board, not connected to the board, but next to the board, running down and across to the outside for as and when they want electric cars. They've got the supply in, they don't need to mess around with the house or running electrics afterwards, because the board is actually located on the internal wall of the house, so it's not like an external wall we can just drill straight out. Okay, that is the job spec. It's a lot for anything we would normally price, but they've wanted to go for everything. We've discussed price and everything, but I'll go through that later. Yeah, 49 double sockets throughout, a couple of them USBs, 64 spots. We're talking, we already know, someone says to me, I want 64 spots out in my house. It's going to take some time. Right, so this is a bit I want you to write down as well. I want you to write it all down. I want you to scan it, I want you to fax it over to me. I want to see, no, I don't want to see you working out. So this is the material list I'm going to do, and this is going to lead on to the next video. This material list I'm going to send to 6 wholesalers. Some that don't like me, whether or not they give me a price. Some that do. And it'll be interesting to see what CEF come back with yet, because I'm going to give it to price. I'm not going to tell any of these wholesalers that I'm going to put it online, because I'm not going to shout it out. I don't think I'm going to name the wholesalers. I haven't decided yet, as you can tell. But we're going to do a price comparison between doing it locally, doing it online, using some discounts, Bundy 10 for Expert Electrical, if you can, to see how much money it actually does save. All black nickel, remember that, black nickel. Double sockets, we've got 40. USB double sockets, we have 9. 1 gang 2-way switches, we have 18. 2 gang 2-way switches, we have 4. And an intermediate light switch is 1. The spotlights are LED dimmable ones, fire rated obviously to regs. The ceilings are high enough that we don't need to have glass bezels, so just price it up for a white bezel, standard practice, and there's 54 of them, okay? We've got 2 inline fans, kits, it's gonna be a kit, 3, all the extractors do it timed, so 3 wall extractors. You've got 2 outside double sockets, 13 up and down lights. Colour doesn't really matter, it's just for a price. I priced up some black ones with some LEDs built in to go around the property. We've got a 30 watt LED with a PIR, and then I don't know what everyone calls it. I call it a BT14 or a 2D LED fitting. It's just a round fitting which has got an LED panel inside. It's just one of them for the downstairs toilet. You've got 6 Cat6 double RJ45 outlets for your Ethernet. You've got the ring doorbell, the wired one, put on there, Amazon special, get on it. You've got 3 mains powered smoke alarms and you've got 1 mains powered heat alarm. You've got 6 600 by 600 LED tiles, and I've actually priced in the dimmable ones because I think it's a good little touch. And on top of it as well, you've actually got the 6 surface mounting kits for them as well. Ultra UV cable, I priced it in to do the supplies, and on here I've asked for a quote of 40 meters of that, and that is expensive, we know that, but I really like the stuff. Going on from that, 300 meters of 2.5 mil. I've gone 300 meters. I broke 2 down. I changed it to 3 because I don't think we're quite going to stretch it. 300 meters of 1 mil. I don't really use 1.5. Don't really see the point in it. Everything's such low ampage now. It doesn't make sense. And then 1 mil 3-core for the interlink for the smoke and heat alarms. That's just 100 meters as well. You've got a 50 meter drum of 6 mil twin. And then down to the little things like double mattresses, or you guys tell me, knockout boxes. So you've got doubles. So I priced in 50 doubles and 30 singles. Last but not least, the most expensive thing is our dual RCBO board, SPDs, all that sort of stuff. So you choose what brand you want to do. But if you choose a Hager one, I can tell you right now, it's going to be triple the price of the one I priced in. Right, so that's it. That's our list. Pause the video now, have a rough working out, figure out what you're going to do, what you're going to do. I don't, like I say, do it roughly. And I'll give you a couple of minutes to think your thoughts, then you click the unpause button, and then I'll let you know in just a second how much I charged. So now this leaves, you can see the iPad. See you later, mate. iPad's here. So Traderfy, you all knew it was coming. This is the sponsor bit for Traderfy. If you don't know what Traderfy is my job manager app, which is this. Can't show you too much on there because there's a lot of personal information. So with this one with Traderfy, I went over to the quote, transferred it all across the iPad straight away, and one of the coolest features, and it sounds daft, but from a tradesman point of view, before you're waiting back for people to hear from quotes or see invoices, we can see through this app when the customer has opened your email or invoice, which gives you a heads up. So you know if they've opened it, you can give it a couple of days. You can say, well, I see they opened it, or they've actually looked at it twice, because it does tell you. The customers are out there watching this. It's a great piece of kit because it allows us to see if you've opened it and you're umming and ahhing, you go back to double check, you've either got all the quotes, you're comparing against. That's all cool. I recommend anyone to get more quotes as well. That's what I said to the customer I've just been to. But with this, I think it's such a key information because you can time the text right to say to the customers, listen, you've had the quote. Any questions or queries, please let me know. If you've got any other quotes, I'd like to bounce some stuff back off you. If you want to win this job, you've got to fight for it a little bit. Yeah, I think it's such a cool feature that you can do, which I wish you could do on every email that you ever send. To see if someone's opened the other side would be fantastic. But I'll put the link below for Traderfy for 50% off for the first 3 months. Click the link below if you're thinking of going to Traderfy because it helps me out as well. Not monetary value, but it helps me with Traderfy if they want to continue sponsoring my videos. If you click my link below and it'll redirect you, they will know that you come from me, and it really does help. Right, pricing. I'm VAT registered, which sucks, and I hate it. And I'm sorry to any customer I've worked for that had to pay thousands of pounds more just because I'm VAT registered. Apologies, got it out of the way. My price, you ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, excluding VAT, was £13,050. Including VAT was £15,660. So when I put that in, the price is the price. I didn't look at it and go, oh, that's too expensive. I'll knock a couple of grand off. I've worked it out to the time it's going to take me, the price of materials. I know my value and I know my worth. So I stuck with my guns, sent that off. Let me know below if that is too much money, if that is not enough money, because obviously it all varies on area. If you guys live in London, that price is going to be laughable. You'd be like, pennies! You're only from Scotland, that's a year's wages. I am joking. For anyone in Scotland, that was a joke. I apologise greatly. Profusely, that's a good word. Let me know below. Put all your links where you're from below, how much you roughly were, if you're including or excluding VAT, because that will help other people around. The customer didn't accept this price because it was way above their budget. We've changed a few things. We have altered some stuff, and fingers crossed, I should hear back from them today if I'm going to get the job, and we shall see. But I have had to drop it down by a good couple of thousand. Not that's come out of my pocket, we've just removed things. That's how it's worked. And I've used the power of YouTube, because I had a guy commenting a while ago saying, do you give any customers money back from when you film at the houses? And I was like, no, why would I? And bits and bobs. And I've said to this customer, you know, I can get some stuff for free. I can get sponsored videos. I can knock it off the bill. If it helps me win the job and it helps me, well, if it helps me win the job, and the sponsors are happy because they get good exposure, and the customer's happy because they've saved themselves a bit of money, then everyone's a winner in my eyes. So that's the benefit I have from having a YouTube channel. I'm sorry everyone can't get free products, but start a YouTube channel, you might. Thank you for watching. I will do this in the next video at some point, getting price comparisons for several different places, seeing how much it varies, like I say, using discount codes. Does it help? Yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting one. So let me know below. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.